Imagine standing on the southern shores of Spain, gazing across the Strait of Gibraltar. On the other side, only 14 kilometers away, lies Morocco, the gateway to Africa. This narrow body of water has separated two worlds for centuries. But what if it no longer did? What if you could drive, or even take a high-speed train from Europe to Africa in minutes? How would that transform travel, trade, and even the relationship between the two continents? This is not just a wild dream, it's an ambitious engineering project, closer to reality than you think. But before we dive into what such a bridge could achieve, we have to ask, why hasn't this been done already? And what challenges stand in the way of connecting two continents with steel and concrete when the distance is so short? I will look into all this in today's video, so stay tuned to find out the answers. The Strait of Gibraltar is one of the most iconic waterways on Earth, one of the busiest shipping routes on the planet, a bustling corridor for global shipping, and a natural barrier between Africa and Europe. For centuries, travelers relied on slow-moving ships to cross it. Today, ferries make the trip, but they are inconvenient and have a limited capacity, not to mention the cumbersome process of loading and unloading, waiting in queues, and endless checks. The strait has also become a dangerous crossing for those fleeing hardship. Thousands risk their lives on makeshift boats, hoping for a better future. The waters between Morocco and Spain hold stories of dreams, desperation, danger, and even death. Economically, the divide is just as stark. Africa is home to emerging markets and untapped potential, while Europe is a global trade hub. But this separation has slowed collaboration, leaving both continents isolated from the immense benefits of a stronger connection. So the question arises, what if we changed all that? What if the barriers of water and distance could be replaced with a seamless link, a bridge? The idea of a bridge between Morocco and Spain is more than a fantasy. Engineers have proposed innovative designs, from a suspension bridge to a hybrid bridge and tunnel system. The goal? To create a structure that would span the strait and withstand its fierce winds, deep waters, and seismic activity. This isn't just about building a bridge, it's about overcoming one of the most challenging engineering obstacles of our time. Imagine a cable-stayed masterpiece stretching over the waves, connecting two continents like never before. But is it feasible? Is it possible to build such a long bridge? Well, several other bridges cover this kind of distance, even longer. Take for instance these existing bridges around the world. The world's longest Danyang-Kunshan Bridge in China is a staggering 164.8 kilometers long and is a part of the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway. Then there's the 38.4-kilometer Lake Pontchartrain Causeway in the US, known for crossing the vast Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana. The 55-kilometer Hong Kong-Macau Bridge over the Pearl River Delta. The 26.7-kilometer Daishu Bay Bridge in China. Although the Gibraltar Bridge would not break records for length, its symbolic and logistical significance would set it apart from all other projects. Constructing a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar would be an unparalleled engineering feat. Let's dive deeper into the obstacles that make this project so daunting. The Strait of Gibraltar plunges to depths of nearly 900 meters, making it one of the deepest stretches of water ever considered for a bridge. Most modern bridges are built in much shallower waters. The strait is a natural bottleneck where the Atlantic Ocean and Mediterranean Sea meet. This creates powerful and unpredictable currents that could reach speeds of up to 5 knots. These forces would stress both the construction process and the durability of the bridge. The Strait of Gibraltar is notorious for its Levanter winds, which can exceed 70 kilometers per hour, presenting significant risks to construction and operation. The region is also seismically active near the Eurasian and African tectonic plate boundary. The bridge would also need to be designed to withstand potential earthquakes. The strait is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, with over 100,000 ships passing through annually. The bridge needs adequate clearance for massive oil tankers and cargo ships, which could require spans larger than the biggest bridge in the world. The Strait of Gibraltar lies between two continents with differing political and economic systems. Cooperation between Morocco and Spain would be critical. The sovereignty disputes between Spain and Morocco must be resolved, particularly over territories like Ceuta and Melilla. Depending on the final design, estimated mega project costs could easily exceed $15 to $20 billion. A submerged tunnel might be more viable and cost-effective as an alternative. But who pays for it? And how do you ensure the benefits are shared equally between Europe and Africa? These questions must be addressed to turn this vision into reality. So why go through all this trouble? What would the world look like after this bridge becomes a reality? Experts estimate that a direct connection could boost economies on both sides, creating jobs and opportunities like never before. Trade could grow exponentially. With faster delivery times and lower costs, it could establish the Strait of Gibraltar as a global hub for logistics. Goods from Africa could flow directly into European markets, increasing their competitiveness on the world stage. Meanwhile, Europe's advanced machinery and technology could find new African buyers. It would also boost foreign direct infrastructure, agriculture, and technology investments. With easier access between Africa and Europe, cultural exchanges would flourish. Art, music, cuisine, and traditions from both continents would blend in new and exciting ways. Collaborative projects in education, arts, and technology could create a legacy of shared heritage between the continents. The tourism industry would experience a surge like never before. Travelers wouldn't have to choose between a European or an African vacation. They could easily explore both. A couple on holiday could spend the morning visiting historical sites in Seville, Spain, and the evening enjoying the vibrant markets of Tangier, Morocco. Imagine a road trip that spanned two continents, train journeys that whisk tourists from European capitals to African deserts, or cultural festivals where participants from both sides of the bridge unite. This artistic fusion would enrich societies with the best African and European traditions. The bridge could become more than just a physical connection. It could be a green energy corridor. High voltage direct current power lines could transport solar energy from North Africa to Europe, helping both continents transition to renewable energy. Moreover, the bridge could host wind turbines, wave energy converters, or solar panels, turning the strait into a hub for clean energy generation. Tangible examples of how infrastructure can connect people and protect the planet. The question remains, is the investment worth it? Beyond the technical and financial challenges, the effects of building a bridge between Morocco and Spain would go far beyond the strait itself. The bridge's impact would ripple through every aspect of life. This monumental project could catalyze transformations on multiple social, economic, environmental, and even psychological levels. Let's take a closer look at the ripples it would create. For many, the bridge could offer a safer and legal pathway for migration, reducing the tragic loss of life that has plagued the strait for decades. It would symbolize a commitment to unity and cooperation. While migration policies still play a crucial role, the bridge may mitigate the tragedy of lives lost at sea. The bridge symbolizes what humanity can achieve when we think big. It could inspire other ambitious projects worldwide. Perhaps bridges between the Middle East and Asia or tunnels under the Bering Strait could become more than just wild concepts. Imagine a world where continents are no longer seen as isolated entities. A bridge connecting Africa and Europe would mark a step toward a more physically connected globe, making it easier for goods, ideas, and people to flow seamlessly across borders. borders. This bridge could act as a diplomatic tool, encouraging Spain, Morocco, and their neighbors to work together. Cooperation on such a large-scale project could set a precedent for resolving disputes and fostering mutual understanding. Countries nearby would also most likely be the main suppliers of the thousands of workers needed to execute the project. Perhaps the psychological shift is the most profound impact of all. The bridge would challenge the way we think about borders and divisions. It would demonstrate that what once seemed impossible, connecting two continents with steel and determination, can be achieved with vision and effort. The ripple effects of this bridge go far beyond the Strait of Gibraltar. It's not just a feat of engineering, it's a gateway to a more connected world. Before building the bridge, the Strait of Gibraltar symbolizes separation, wealth, opportunity, and cultural differences. It's a divide representing the physical and psychological distance between two continents. After this bridge is built, it could become a symbol of unity. Europe and Africa would no longer be two disconnected worlds, but partners in a shared future. So what do you think? Is a bridge between Africa and Europe the next great leap for humanity, or an impossible dream? Let us know in the comments, and if you find this story as inspiring as I do, remember to hit the notification bell, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Together we can explore the incredible before and after transformations that shape our world. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the following video.